Imagine for a second that all your favorite blockchains could communicate and swap assets as easily as you text your friends. Sounds interesting, right? Well, that's exactly what LayerZero is aiming to do. This groundbreaking protocol is shaking up how blockchains communicate with each other, and it could revolutionize everything from DeFi to NFTs and beyond. So stick around, because we're about to unpack this game-changing technology and show you why it's got the crypto world buzzing. LayerZero was created to solve a specific challenge its founders faced. Back in 2021, Brian Pellegrino, Ryan Zarek, and Caleb Bannister were working on an NFT game, but they quickly hit a snag. They wanted to use Ethereum for the NFTs since that's where most NFTs are, but they needed the speed and low costs of Binance Smart Chain for the actual gameplay. This got them thinking about how they could move stuff between chains safely and easily. That's when the light bulb moment happened, and the idea for LayerZero was born. Since then, LayerZero has been on an absolute tear. They've raised a mountain of money in funding, over $250 million in total. In their most recent funding round in April 2023, they pulled in a cool $120 million, bumping their company value up to a jaw-dropping $3 billion. Not a lot of companies in the crypto world can boast of such a valuation. Think of LayerZero as a universal translator for blockchains. It lets different chains communicate with each other directly without any middlemen getting in the way. This is a big deal because until now, moving stuff between chains has been a bit like international shipping. Slow and expensive. Sometimes things get lost along the way. Right now, LayerZero connects over 30 main blockchains. Big names in the decentralized exchange world like PancakeSwap, SushiSwap, and Uniswap are already using it. They've also handled over $6 billion in trades and keeping watch over $7 billion in locked-up value. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of how LayerZero works. LayerZero uses something called a LayerZero endpoint. You can think of this as a special mailbox on each blockchain. These mailboxes, or endpoints, have four main parts: communicator, validator, network, and finally, libraries. But LayerZero doesn't work alone. It relies on two external services to make sure everything runs smoothly. These services are called oracles and relayers. Oracles are like blockchain news reporters. They provide up-to-date information about what's happening on different chains. For example, an oracle might tell LayerZero about the latest transactions or account balances on a particular blockchain. Relayers, on the other hand, are like courier services. They're responsible for actually moving the messages between chains. When you want to send a message from one chain to another, it's the relayer that picks up that message and delivers it to its destination. Together, all these parts work in harmony to ensure that messages between chains are accurate, secure, and delivered promptly. This system allows LayerZero to achieve something pretty amazing: trustless cross-chain communication. Now, what makes LayerZero special, and why should you care? Well, there's a few features that set it apart. First off, it's trustless. That means you don't need to rely on any middlemen. It's just your blockchain talking directly to another blockchain. There's no need to trust a third party with your hard-earned crypto. It's also super flexible. LayerZero can work with lots of different blockchains. It's like a Swiss Army knife for blockchain communication. Apart from that, it's really easy to use. This is great news for both developers and regular users. LayerZero also follows something called end-to-end principle. This is a fancy way of saying that the important stuff happens on the blockchains themselves, not in between. LayerZero can do some pretty cool stuff. First, there's state sharing. Say you're running a decentralized exchange on multiple chains. With LayerZero, you can keep everything in sync across all these chains easily. Instead of working with multiple isolated ledgers, LayerZero allows you to have one big ledger that works everywhere. Then there's the unified liquidity bridge. This is like having one big pool of money that works across all chains, instead of lots of smaller pools scattered across multiple chains. It makes moving funds around much easier and more efficient. This means you no longer have to worry about having your assets stuck on one chain while you're trying to use a DApp on another. LayerZero also enables cross-chain swaps. Thinking of trading your Ethereum for some Solana? LayerZero can help you do that in one smooth transaction. No more having to go through multiple steps and pay fees at each stage. And let's not forget about cross-chain lending and borrowing. This could let you borrow money on one chain using collateral from another. It's like getting a loan in dollars using your euros as collateral, but in the crypto world. These features can make life a lot easier if you're into DeFi. It's all about making your crypto work harder for you, no matter which blockchain it's on. So what's good about LayerZero? Well, for starters, its trustlessness is a big plus. You don't have to rely on any third parties. This reduces risk and makes the whole system more secure. It's also super efficient. LayerZero can make cross-chain transactions faster and cheaper, and that's great news for your wallet. The flexibility of LayerZero is another big advantage. It works with many different blockchains, making it very versatile. And its end-to-end design means that the important stuff happens on the blockchains themselves, not in between. This adds an extra layer of security. But like anything in life, LayerZero isn't perfect. It's still pretty new at the moment, so not many people are using it. New tech always faces this chicken and egg problem. People don't want to use it until lots of others are using it. There's also the potential for bugs. Like any new technology, there might be security issues that haven't been discovered yet. This could potentially lead to problems down the line. And let's not forget about competition. LayerZero isn't the only project trying to solve the interoperability problem. It's got some stiff competition from other projects like Polkadot. It'll need to prove it's the best solution out there if it wants to come out on top. Now let's talk about the ZRO token. This is LayerZero's own cryptocurrency, and it launched on June 19, 2024. There's a total supply of 1 billion ZRO tokens, and they've divided up as follows: 38.3% for the community, 32.2% for strategic partners, 25.5% for core contributors, and 4% for token repurchase. Now, the launch of the ZRO token was interesting, to say the least. LayerZero completed the snapshot for its airdrop on May 1st, 2024. But the controversy came when it was time for airdrop recipients to claim their tokens. You see, LayerZero tried something new called proof of donation. This means that to get your tokens, you had to donate a small amount, about 10 cents per token, to a group of Ethereum developers. This was a pretty controversial move considering it was unexpected. But some people loved this idea. They said it would stop bots from farming airdrops. Airdrop farming is when automated programs claim lots of free tokens and dump them shortly after. It also meant that the tokens would go to people who actually cared about the project and were willing to support it. But others criticized this move. They called it a tax and said it wasn't fair. Some people felt like they were being forced to make a donation to claim tokens they thought they had already earned. This controversy hit LayerZero hard. The token price dropped significantly just hours after launch. Apart from that, daily transactions on LayerZero fell by over 90%. It seems a lot of users weren't happy with the donation requirement and decided to stay away. But LayerZero defended their decision, saying that traditional airdrops don't work well anymore. They argued that their method would lead to a healthier and more engaged community. But clearly, not everyone agreed. Looking ahead, LayerZero could be a big deal for DeFi and cross-chain apps. If it takes off, it could make the whole crypto world more connected and easier to use. But it's facing some tough challenges. The airdrop controversy has hurt its image, and it needs to rebuild trust with the community. It also needs to prove that its technology is truly secure and scalable. In the end, LayerZero is trying to solve a real problem in the crypto world. Blockchain interoperability isn't just a nice-to-have feature. It's essential for the long-term growth and adoption of crypto and DeFi as a whole. With its unique use case and technology, LayerZero is positioning itself to be one of the most useful crypto projects in the near future. So we recommend keeping this project on your radar. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more.